This is a tutorial of how to use @FontFace to upload custom fonts for your website. So we learned about Google Fonts, which is great, 1,000 fonts that are free to use commercially and educationally. But what if you have a custom font? So in this example, we're going to be using Font Squirrel to upload. Now the first thing you'll have to do is you'll have to have a TTF file. So the TTF file is the true type font. It has to be a TTF. It cannot be an OTF in this example. So to pay attention to that as well. So I'm going to upload actually a font of Arrows. So it's a Wingding font, just because it's a little bit, have some fun. But this will work on any kind of TTF font that you have. All right, so I know where this is. It's in my downloads file. I'm going to go to fontsquirrel.com. And when I go to Font Squirrel, I'm going to go over to the generator. This is what uploads your font and turns it into a web font. So I'm going to click upload and I'm going to navigate to, I'm going to just search for TTF in my downloads. And there's my arrows. I'm going to upload that. We're going to keep this as optimal. So this is the recommended setting for performance and speed. And then I'm going to checkbox and say that I'm legally uploading this font. All right, and when it's ready, you can hit download font. This is going to create a couple different files for you. It's going to take that TTF and translate it into some web file formats. It's thinking about it. We're at 15%. And when that downloads, what we're going to do is I'm going to open up, there it is, let's save that. Open up brackets, and I have to also navigate to my root folder. So I went to Show in Finder so we can see this. Okay. So this is my root folder for the website that I want this custom font on. So I need to drag that, well first let's unzip it, and drag that whole web font kit into my root folder. So this needs to live in there. As you can see here. So I have my index, I have my style sheet, I have my images, and then I also have this other folder that we've placed in, and in this case it's called Web Font Kit 201, yada yada. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this, because this name is awful, right? So I'm going to call it Font, so I know what's in this folder. That's going to simplify when we're linking it in our HTML. And if you look in it, there is a ton of different files that it created. It created its own style sheet. This is what we're going to need to link. So let's go over and link that. So it's in my root folder. I'm in brackets, and that folder is on my left-hand side already. I already dragged that in. And you can see now it has added that font folder in here. So step one is to link that style sheet. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to type link rel equals style sheet, or I could copy that one right above it. Let's do it the long way, okay? href. So what I need to do here, where is this file? Well, it's in a folder called font, right? That's what I named it, and it's called style sheet.css. So you're linking the style sheet.css that's in that folder, and hit save. Next part is I'm going to go into that folder and open that style sheet that I just linked. And what I can see there is on line 6, there's going to be how we need to call this in our CSS. So it has to be exactly like this. With capital spaces, whatever it is, it has to be exactly like this. So I'm going to copy that line, copy line 6, and then I'm going to come over to my style sheet here, and I'm going to add it to wherever I want it. So let's see first of all, let's see what this site looks like. We probably need to add an H1. Oh, we have these. I'm going to add it right here to, these are going to be arrows, into the nav bar. Oh, we do have some text below too. So let's do it to the nav A. So I first of all would probably add this to my comments at the top so I can use it whenever I want. And then I will go to where I want to utilize that font, and I would copy in that font family in exactly the correct way. And now if we come over, we can see that we have it's calling our font, which is our arrows. And it looks like I have a right and a left. So let's add that over here too. There we go. And that is how you can use a custom font in your website by uploading it using FontSquirrel.